This is how you build a personal brand step by step. Get your notebooks out. This is gonna save your life. If you're a man that can't focus for the duration of this video, it's gonna be a long one. I don't know what to tell you. You don't have a shot. I'm literally gonna walk you through how to take your brand past 10K and up a month. Right off the bat. This is an opportunity for you to learn. Step number one, what you must do is you must identify your market and your market problem. Identify your market and the problem that you want to solve, okay? A personal brand is personal branding. I am going to create a brand where I'm going to either two things. I'm going to figure out a problem that I've already solved, a problem you've already solved, or a problem that you want to solve. Me specifically, you guys probably know who I am. FitX Fearless built my personal brand to over 600,000 followers right here on YouTube, 600K on Instagram, 900K on TikTok, and a 7-figure business behind it. Now, I focused on a problem that I had already solved. Let's walk through it. I started making content in 2018. Literally, there's a channel called FitX Fearless Live or whatever, and I was literally doing webinars when I was in college because I was trying to get in it. I've always been passionate about business, always. But I started off in the fitness space as a collegiate athlete. I ran track in college, and I decided to help people get in better shape. I had a level of expertise by being an NCAA D1 track and field sprinter that people around like college or whatever, they saw me always being in good shape. They wanted to get help from me, right? Specifically the people that were in engineering with me. So I was in a very tough position in college. I was trying to become a professional athlete and an engineer. Incredibly hard. That was so fucking tough. But anyway, my athletic background helped me land some of my first clients because people knew that I ran track and they knew I was in engineering. So they wanted people, fellow engineers. I remember my first ever client, he gave me like $200 for a month. This was in college. And this is where everything started. He's like, man, I want to get in good shape like you, man. You know, he's like, I know you run track. I say, yeah, man, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I already knew how to be fit. So I took a problem that I had already solved and I decided to help people solve the same problem. From that guy, I then helped his cousin. I did a good job with him. He brought his cousin on. I was training him and his cousin 3 days a week in my apartment gym. Literally. I'm not going to say the apartment gym name. I remember all this shit. And then I took their testimonials and I started thinking, damn, how do I scale this? While in college, that's when I started traveling. I first went to Mexico because I love women. I want to see the world. I want to explore the world. I've always been into traveling, right? I went to Mexico. Then I went to Colombia. Then in Colombia, I realized, wait, there are a lot of foreigners here. There are a lot of Americans here. Then it started to click to me, hold up. What are these Americans doing? They saw me in good shape, so I joined some Facebook groups. I joined from some Facebook groups and I was able to land my first few clients while I was still in college in Louisiana. I was in college training people, right? Literally starting my business, training people in Colombia. I would go in the summer, the last 2 years of college, I had already checked out. I was like, man, I got to be an entrepreneur. I had already mentally checked out of engineering. I was like, I got to be an entrepreneur. I started to train people that Christmas break. And then, because I went on a Facebook group, I posted me and my homie working out. It was literally me and my track and field at my homie. I'm not going to say his name. All these people, I know their names. I don't want to say their names. Me and him, we used to work out together. All right. Outside of track, and we used to do like boxing and stuff, and we helped each other get in good shape in the off season. So I posted a video with me and him on a Facebook group saying that I was looking to train people. So many people were hitting me up because I found myself in a market that nobody was taking advantage of. I was an American in Colombia doing something that Americans wanted help with, but they wanted help from an American, right? So I found my market. I was like, damn, that was an unfair advantage for me. Why? Because fit in a market where Americans with money, financially qualified avatar, wanted my service. So you got to figure out which problem do you want to solve or which problem have you already solved. So I had already knew how to get in good shape and I provided that service to a financially qualified avatar. This is important. If you don't have a financially qualified avatar that you're targeting, you're wasting your damn time. This is a mistake that I made later on that I wish I would have paid any amount in the world to get this information I'm giving you guys now. You have to base your brand around solving the problem for a financially qualified avatar. People who have money that you can serve. You should not be for everyone. You should not be trying to help everybody. Your goal is to try to help people that you can actually serve. There's no point in getting a skill set to serve poor people, to try to help broke people. Broke people can't help themselves. Your financially qualified avatar should already be making 6 figures up. That's what I focused on. This was in college. I didn't even realize what I was doing. Now I understand it. But the people that I was coaching, I was kind of like blessed into this position. They were expats. Expats, people who travel all over the world, go from country to country. They have a freelancer or remote jobs. They had money, right? And I think I've told the story before, but the 2 guys who changed my life, I used to go and train them in their penthouse in Colombia while I was still in college. I was going into my senior year, the fall. I was going to the fall of my senior year of college. I trained them that summer. And I would go to their apartment in the penthouse. They had a penthouse. I would go up there. They will be getting out of bed on their computers working. I would train them for 30 minutes each, and then they'll be done. Then they'll go back on their computer, drink coffee. They'll have a maid in the house cooking. I'm like, what the fuck are you motherfuckers doing? They literally sat me down and was like, nah, you got to do this, 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 and this. I remember this dude. He was like, do this, do this, do this. You got to start talking like this. This was college. I was like, wait a minute. Who am I listening to? This dude here, millionaire, from his computer, and I got professors back in college who were telling me to sit down and take a test to maybe get 100K one day. I'm like, what? I'm like, I'm listening to this dude. So they gave me the blueprint in terms of my messaging, how to talk on camera, how to make sure that I'm saying the right things. This was 2018, and I started making videos. I made it a point of mine when I went back to college. I was gonna try to get the online thing going. I even got a mentor and everything because I wanted to get the online thing going before I finished college. I was like, I do not want to be an engineer. I want to have my own business. Suffered that last semester of college, right? Graduated in December because I graduated in the fall. I came into school in the fall, graduated in the fall. And I didn't get the online space quite going, so I went back to Colombia and I already had a clientele base. But it was full of expats. It was people who had money. And then I was still working on the online thing because I was trying to figure it out. 7 years later, here we go. So I've been working on this. I've been working on that brand for a minute, right? And even though it wasn't all the way tied into it, right? It still gave me the skill set that I have today to be able to help people build their brands, right? So guys, I've been doing this for a while. The personal brand that you see me here live right now is not where I immediately started. That's why I can give guys advice, help many students of mine get their first clients because I've seen the struggle. I literally started a personal brand before social media was popular. So if you want help with your personal brand, you want to take your personal brand to 10K and up a month, before I get back to the video, click the link in the description and pin comments. Apply for the Inner Circle Mentorship. We prioritize scaling ambitious business owners' businesses using social media and content marketing. So that's what you want help with. Link in the description and pin comments. Apply for the Inner Circle Mentorship. So I went back to Colombia, was training people, right? And I was still building the online thing. I was like, okay, I got my income with fitness in person. I want to take this online thing through the roof. I had already been passionate about the female dynamics, like helping men get better with women, because I was doing that in college with my friends. So I started making YouTube videos. Had to be consistent with that. Made hundreds of videos, didn't go nowhere. But people kept telling me in the comments, man, I like your voice, man, keep making videos. I remember this one dude, man, I swear to God, this dude, I was like, man, this ain't for me. I had made about 30, 40 videos. And this dude, I saw his comment. He was like, bro, because I had stopped making videos for like a week. He was like, man, where you been at, man? I look forward to your videos. This was like in 2018. I was like, all right, I'm gonna keep making it. Barely had any subscribers. That dude in the comments pushed me to keep going, and I kept going, and here we are today. 600,000 followers and up. So once you understand this part, you know who you're gonna help, what problem you're gonna help them solve. It must be to a financially qualified avatar, a demographic of people who have money for the service that you're gonna provide them. You're not gonna be a generalist. Generalists are poor. Now, step number 2, do market research using social media. So you wanna go on social media. These platforms are already trained. They're already trained to give you what's already working. You can literally use social media to figure out which content format's already working, what's more engaging versus what's not. You don't have to make up anything. Use social media to see what's already working. If you go on your YouTube page, the videos that are recommended to your right, those are videos that are proof of concept that YouTube believe that you should watch. Those videos are not there by mistake. The recommended tab on YouTube is the algorithm pushing and prioritizing videos that have already done well, that are engaging already. These platforms' goal is to keep you on a platform. So they prioritize content that keeps you on a platform. So you just use the platforms to figure out what to make and what not to make. Okay, so use market research. Get a Google Sheet. Put the links of popular videos you see out there in your niche. Go and see how you can remake these videos. You're gonna have a list of videos in your niche that already work, that are already proven. You just remake them. That's it. That's how you start getting the hang of how to make content. And listen, for those of you guys who don't know, like I have a whole personal branding channel. It's called FitX Business, but I go in way more into depth in this personal branding stuff. I'm just giving you guys on main YouTube a little sauce today. You know what I'm saying? So in case you guys want to build your brands, but on my business channel, I go over this in depth. But I'm gonna give you guys a lot of game today. So keep paying attention. That Google Sheet is gonna show you what to do and what not to do. Do's and don'ts. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Look at what's already working and replicate it. Step number 3, choose your content strategy. There are 2 ways that you can make content. You can do volume or you can do quality. Let's look at Mr. Beast, for instance. Mr. Beast, the #1 YouTuber, has videos that he takes a month to make. He spends several millions on his videos. That is extreme quality. You focus on making the videos so good, so engaging, based on what you know works, or you can do extreme volume. There's 2 ways to do this. The quality route is gonna take a lot of study, a lot of market research, a lot of guessing, a lot of tweaking to get to a right formula. Trust me, Mr. Beast didn't get to the formula of getting 100 million views videos by mistake. It took him years to understand what are the components of a video. When you really understand this content shit, you realize it's a science. You guys are watching these videos and you don't know. You're being manipulated. We know, for the most part, really good content creators, we know how to structure videos, what makes you watch a video, what makes you click off a video, what makes you not like a certain topic. It's all manipulation. So you are part of the algorithm. Mr. Beast took a long time for him to understand which kind of videos, the right components of a video. I guarantee you it's all a structure. Every single video he's gonna create is a following hook formula, thumbnail concept, body, transitions, storytelling. It's all a formula. To the blind eye, you just think it's just a video. But if you dissect it, it's literally months of work. It's literally media, okay? The volume route, specific avatar. My business channel is landing us a lot of clients with personal branding because I go there and I speak about a specific problem, a specific solution to my target avatar. Literally proof of concept. What I tell you guys I do. And then guys are wondering how I'm so successful. I'm literally telling you what I do. On the business channel, I literally go, here's the problem you're facing, here's how you solve it. And we get clients. And then when we get clients, we get them results because we've been doing this on the back end for years. It's no magic, right? So if you're gonna go the volume route, you wanna have a specific avatar that you're talking to, and all you're doing is you're taking their problems, you're making solutions for it. And you can upload every single day. You don't have to focus on that much editing. Even though your visual identity needs to be good, you still need to have a great visual format. The quality needs to be good, but if you be specific with the problem you're solving, your quality doesn't have to be over the top. But the quality is gonna get you hundreds and hundreds of millions of views, but the volume will get you millions and millions of dollars. Mr. Beast has said it himself. He doesn't even have any money for his wedding. He has to borrow money from his mom. Not because he doesn't make money, but because that kind of quality requires so much capital. So he just reinvests back into the business, He's not so much focused on creating a service, he's more focused on creating a media company. So you gotta understand the difference. Number 4, understand the algorithm game. Speaking to that, you gotta study your numbers. These platforms want you to do well. People always say, oh, the algorithm doesn't like me. Your content sucks. Your shit is not good. The algorithm literally wants you to make better videos so they can run ads to your videos. Do you understand that if you've already seen an ad in this video, YouTube made money and I made money. So if my video sucked, YouTube has no incentive to show my video. YouTube wants me to do a good job with my video, so you watch, so they can put as many ads as possible on the video that are relatable to the marketer, so me and them make money. YouTube has a 60-40 split with the creator? We're best friends. YouTube is the homie. They want my videos to do well so we can get paid. They don't got nothing against you. Your content sucks. They have no incentive to push your videos if people don't watch them. You're gonna keep them poor. So if you don't study the numbers, you're not gonna know what to change. You need to know what your average view duration is. You need to know what your watch time is. I told you guys, I'm giving y'all the sauce. I'm giving y'all the sauce. You need to know what your watch time is. You need to know what your trend line is, right? You need to know what that trend line is. When people watch the videos, how long are they staying? What are the dips? What content on the platform makes people stay? YouTube gives you these analytics. Just go to your analytics tab and it will tell you, here are the videos that keep people watching. Here are the videos that make people not watch. Don't make those. Same thing with Instagram, same thing with TikTok. So you gotta study your numbers. What is making the content stick or not stick? If you're a small business owner, this is game for you. People charge thousands for this. I just charge for the accountability. Guess what? We can teach you all of this stuff and more, but if you want our help, you want me to hold your hand, you want me to tell you what to do or not to do, I literally sit there and review my students' content. Our sales and marketing director, he makes sure that their processes are on point so they can make money. And our scaling director makes sure that we're giving our brands the systems that help them scale with content the most. So we have 3 different coaches in our mentorship because we know it's not a one size fits all. There are 3, like you need to be attacking different angles of this. That's why most personal brand coaching can't fuck with us. We are literally experts in all the fields of personal branding. From somebody who's been doing this shit since 2018. So I'm giving you the sauce for free. Imagine what the mentorship is like. Numbers, 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 numbers. If you don't know what your average view duration is, if you don't know what your watch time is, it doesn't matter. If you're just throwing up bullshit, hoping it sticks, it's not gonna work. You have to get better every single video. Every piece of content needs to be a progression. You have to analyze what you did better and what you could have done, what you could do even better in future videos. Step number 5, focus on authority, not virality. The reason why the Mr. Beast formula is not something I recommend is because he even said it himself. It's hard to replicate. Mr. Beast has said it himself that replicating his content is almost impossible because the amount of time and energy it takes to put into those videos, most people are not gonna wanna do it. Don't play that game. It's not a game meant for you to win. As a business owner, a small business owner, content marketing is how you reach your target customer. If you have a product, if you have a brand, if you have a storefront, right? We got brands, we got physiotherapists in our mentorship, we have fitness guys, we have doctors, right? We have engineers, we have people in the aerospace industry. We have different types of people in our mentorship simply because we focus on authority. We don't want them to go viral. We want them to make content that speaks to the people that they can help. I got hundreds of millions of views last year. And you know what that did? Brought me more clout, but it didn't really improve my bottom line. I didn't really start making really, really good money until I started focusing on authority, focusing on the people that I can actually serve. Authority is what makes you millions. So you don't need virality. All you need is specificity. How can you specifically solve the problem of people that you can help? Let these motherfuckers go run around town doing stupid shit to go viral. And I'm gonna say something right here. I'm gonna say something that I've never said before. Some of you guys, you look at these viral people, look at these Twitch streamers, and you think, oh shit, that's what I gotta do. I gotta go be an idiot online. Not saying that that's what they do, all of them, but some of them do act like idiots. That's not bullshit. I gotta go sit up there and scream and do crazy shit because I see them have success with it. That's what it takes. Wrong. Virality needs more virality. Let me debunk the whole Twitch industry game right now. They need to consistently go viral to make money. Their whole business model is flawed. Yes, I said it. Send them this clip. If they don't have a lot of attention, they don't make money. That is a doomed to fail business model because your popularity it will never last that fucking long. So they have to keep being crazy and crazy, doing crazy shit, entertaining, just to keep making money. Or else their Twitch subs are gonna go down. Why would you wanna be in that business model? That is not the smart thing to do. You should rather focus on authority where you have your community of people that you serve. You can have 1,000 followers and be a millionaire. Let me give you an example. Let's say you helped doctors find patients that needed preventive care for some kind of cancer. You knew how to connect those doctors with those patients. Do you know how much money you can make? I'm just giving an example. That is a high specified skill. You are solving a specific problem. And the people that you're trying to connect, they need that service. The people who are gonna who need the care need the doctor, and the doctor can only help those people. Both sides will pay you money. I got a student of mine, literally, he's a sales director. He helps door-to-door salespeople get into remote sales. Dude makes 10 grand a month. 10 grand a month from his YouTube, and he has 900 subs. Why would y'all play the game of these viral Twitch people? And like I said, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to them. I'm just saying it's a flawed business model. They need virality. If they're not doing crazy shit, they're not gonna make money. Instead, what you should focus on is building your personal brand on authority to solve a specific problem. So yes, that means you have to be good at something. You don't have to be good at anything to be a Twitch streamer. You just gotta you have to have attention. You have to do crazy shit. You have to be entertaining. The problem with that is not everybody is gonna be Kai Cenat. Not everybody is gonna be iShowSpeed. Why would you play the game that you're literally playing a game to become either you become a celebrity or you don't have no money. There's no in between in that business model. So a lot of people who are following those people's footsteps, they're gonna realize, oh shit, I'm never gonna make money in this unless I become that famous. You gotta be able to think. And this is why I say, guys, I've been in personal branding for 7 years. I've seen mistakes happen. So when I see this shit going, I'm like, bro, people are just follow the trends. And then when you're broke, you wonder why. You gotta be smart with the vehicle that you pick. The vehicle you pick is the most important. Yes, something can make money. Yes, Twitch streamers make more money than me. Yes, I do. I agree. They do. They make millions of dollars probably a month. But the level that you got to get to make that kind of money is fame. I can keep building my business, my brand. I can keep scaling it without having to get more and more popular. Yes, they can make more money. Yes, they're making more money now. But the discrepancy is so high of the best and the rest. Meanwhile, a personal brand, you could just literally have something that you're good at. You could serve your community and be rich. Make your choice. It's up to you. Number 6, monetize with high ticket. You don't want to monetize with low ticket, especially since you're focusing on authority. If you're focusing on virality, your low ticket needs volume. Low ticket products, these $7, $8 ebooks, you need to have a lot of people to buy them. And not to be disrespectful, but low ticket buyers, they're usually broke. They don't take action. They're just there for quick fixes. Not saying that low ticket products don't work, but if you want to have a business, a personal brand, you got to be careful that you're not leading with low ticket. High ticket buyers, people who want high ticket products want solutions. They want a transformation. So focus on providing a service where you help your client achieve a transformation, not give them quick fixes. Let's think about this real quickly, right? Let's say somebody buys an $8 product from you and somebody buys a $2,000 product. Who do you think is gonna churn more? You might think it's the $2,000 product. No, science, data, even with our business, our high ticket, like our LTV is very, very good. Our customers stay because we help them achieve a transformation. It's the people that want quick fixes that are not that invested, they churn the most. So you're thinking, oh, if I go do low ticket, if I create a bunch of these $7, $8 products, I'm gonna make money, right? No, those people churn the most. They buy something today, they cancel it tomorrow because they're quick fix mindset, usually lower income. They don't want transformations, they want quick fixes, but they don't realize those quick fixes never really amount them to a real transformation. So focus on selling a high ticket. Don't waste your time on low ticket. Don't waste your time. Build your audience on authority and sell high ticket for transformation. I'm gonna help this person achieve their dream physique in 6 months. Not, I'm gonna give you a water fast ebook. Anybody gonna buy that shit, they're gonna open that shit one time and never open it again. Be careful of the business model and the vehicle you pick. Lastly, number 7, scale and systemize to get to 100K a month. The goal is, in my opinion, the goal is you should be trying to make at least 100K a month. That's the goal with a personal brand. Your goal should be you should be revving and netting at least 100K a month. But they're different stages, right? From 0 to 10K is a different strategy. 10 to 30K is a different strategy. 30 to 50K is another strategy. But your goal is should be trying to get to 100K a month. And you can do this with a personal brand because you can scale and systemize. To get to 10K a month, you're gonna have to brute force it, right? You as the entrepreneur, you're gonna have to do almost everything. But as you get better and better, as your skill sets improve and you use content marketing like I'm teaching you, you can get to the point where your business starts to bring you leads that you start to replace yourself. When you can scale and systemize, that's how you can get to 100K a month. If your business needs you to perform every task, you will never get there. You got to get to the point where you're focusing on the income generating activities and your business runs without you. You are the face, you're the personal brand. You do the things that bring your brand and your business that moves the lever the most. It's all about leverage, right? You want to get to the point where you move something, you do something, it creates a lot of leverage. When you're starting off from let's say you're on 10K a month, you got to fucking do everything. You got to, it's crazy. Making lower amounts of money is actually harder. It's fucking crazy. When you get to a certain point in business, the levers are what make the income exponential. You get to a certain point where your systems are so optimized that the inputs are exponential. You can put in something and it can create a bigger return. That's how you get to 6 figures a month, $1 million a month. I'm not at $1 million a month yet, but I'm generating 6 figures a month. And that's not nothing to be impressed about. I'm just showing you that I had to put a lot of work to get here. So I understand what it takes. I know what it takes to get from 0 to 10, 10 to 30, 30 to 50, 50 to 100. I know what it takes. And now I'm on a different stage where I'm trying to get from 6 figures to 7 figures a month. My goal is to get to $1 million a month. And I gotta reinvent myself. Things are gonna break. I have to get better to get to that next level of income, okay? And this is literally how to build a personal brand, right? Guys, I hope you guys found value in this. If you want your personal brand, you want to take your personal brand at 10K and up a month, you're a business owner, you got an idea, a problem that you can help people solve, but you don't know how to use content marketing to scale it, and you want my help, link in the description, pin comments, learn from somebody who's been doing this for 7+ years, right? Let me see if I can help you out, all right? Apply for the Inner Circle Mentorship. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I'll get back with you guys next time.